Kool TV proudly presents Kentucky Christian University Softball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the KCU Knights live from Graceland, Kentucky. Now let's head to the Graceland Sports Park for KCU softball action live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good afternoon from Raceland Worthington High School as we get you set for game number 2 here between KCU and CIU. As we'll take a look at the lineups here in just one moment. CIU took game number 1, 11-2 in 5 innings. So leading things off is Megan Stolzenbach. First pitch is fouled away, and this game is underway. 4:27 first pitch, 56 degrees under cool and rainy skies here at the ballpark. Pitcher for the Knights inside the circle. Her numbers for the season. Her 11th appearance, a 1-1 record with 11.92 ERA, 12 1/3 innings of work. 6 strikeouts, 6 walks, 21 runs, all earned. Counts even at 1-1. Pitch misses high to Stolzenbach. She went 2 for 3 with an RBI in game number 1 today. She's ahead 2-1. Lifts this one out to left. Engler coming on. Makes a basket diving catch in left field for the first out of the ball game. Defensively for the Knights, it'll look like this: Engler, Mathis, and Lawyer. Left to right, third to first, Leba, Ruiz, Watson, and Curtis. Penrod behind the dish. So in is the catcher of Caitlin Elko. That was a called strike. Elko a .286 hitter, 11 hits, 8 driven in with 2 doubles on the season. Pitch misses high for a ball, 1-1. Thompson in the on-deck circle would go next. Petty, Dry, Johnson, Brown, Court, and Mayers. Starting lineup for CIU. This one's softly hit out toward right. Coming on is Lawyer. She'll make the catch. And there's 2 down in the frame. So Kaden Thompson climbs in. She did some yard work in her first at-bat here. Finished 2 for 3 with an RBI and a home run. Smashed a 2-run shot on a oppo tackle to right. Base is empty. And 2 down here in the frame. Henry back to work. In there for a called strike. Count evens at 1-1. The 1-1. Tries to work down and away, but misses too low. It's 2 balls and a strike. Mark Brown, our home plate umpire. Bill Renzi, our umpire in the field. Here's the 2-1 from Henry. Down and away, 3-1. Petty would be in the on-deck circle. They have yet to get her out here today. She went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and 4 driven in the 11-2 victory for the Rams. 3-1. Fouled away. Henry trying to make quick work of the Rams here in the first inning. Looking at the radar in between games, looks like we have finally found a window that maybe just moved just a little bit north. We may play this game dry without any more precipitation. If we do get any, it's going to be very light at that. Payoff pitch. Rocket out towards shortstop, and Riz tried to throw the glove down. It'll fall in on a sharply struck ball for a base hit. And a 2-out single. So it'll bring in the right fielder of Lily Petty. She fouls this one away at the plate. Petty a .229 hitter, 11 hits, 8 driven in coming into the game. That one misses high for a ball, 1-1. I scheduled to play 2 games tomorrow against Milligan in Senior Day festivities. CIU will head down US 23 South in a doubleheader matchup tomorrow with the Bears of Pikeville. This was a rope down the left field line. Engler giving chase and makes the catch down in the corner. So the Rams threaten here in the first, but they leave a runner aboard. And we have played 1/2 of an inning here in Raceland. We'll step out for a break. We'll come back and get you the lineup for the Knights and get you ready for the bottom of the first inning after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off will be Sarah Leyva, the third baseman. She's followed by the center fielder, Kylie Mathis. The shortstop, Alana Ruiz will bat third. The cleanup hitter will be the designated player, Hannah Eisen. Batting fifth in left field, Rebecca Engler. Batting sixth and catching, Madison Penrod. Batting seventh at first base, Alyssa Curtis. Batting eighth in right field, Samantha Lawyer. And batting ninth and playing second base is Savannah Watson. Defensively for the Rams, Stolzenbach, Dry, and Petty. That's left to right. Third to first, Johnson, Court, Mayers, and Thompson. Elko behind the dish, and Izzy Davis inside the circle. She's behind 2-0. Davis' 16th appearance on the season, a 7-6 record with a 2.47 ERA. 73 2/3 innings of work, 69 hits, 37 strikeouts, 25 walks, 41 runs, 26 of those have been earned. And she finds herself behind 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk will have Leyva on board to open the home first.
Now batting, Kylie Mathis.
So brings in Kylie Mathis, the center fielder. Pitch downstairs for a ball from Davis. Mathis, a .396 hitter, 36 hits, 10 driven in. Ball dropped down for a bunt. Gonna be a tough play, and it's thrown away. Here comes the runner to the plate. That's gonna bring home one. Mathis all the way around to third. It's gonna be a single with a two-base error, and the Knights have a 1-0 lead here in the first. So the bunt single. And then a throwaway on the throw from the third baseman. So a good start for the Knights as they grab the early 1-0 lead here in the first. Now Ruiz will step in. .329 hitter, 28 hits, 20 driven in with 5 doubles coming into the ball game. Looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Nobody out. Corners pinched in. Mathis standing over at first after the single in the infield and in the two-base throwing error. As the count evens at 1-1. Could not check her swing as she goes around for a called strike. 1-2. Davis back to work. Slings that one high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The designated player of Hannah Eisen stands in the on-deck circle. Will go next. Chopper towards short. Court fields and throws. The runner will stay at third base. And there's 1 out in the inning. So they did not have a contact play on, which Mathis would have been breaking on any ball that was put into play. So 1 down in the frame. And the designated player of Hannah Eisen to the plate. Eisen batting .333 on the season. 16 hits, 6 driven in. That was at the letters for a called strike, 0-1. Chopper through the hole, backhanded there by Court. Makes the throw across, not in time. It's a base hit, and it will drive in the run, and it's 2-0 KCU. Great dive there by Court, and came to her knees and made the throw across, but it was not in time as Eisen will plate the run. So Rebecca Engler will step in. Looks at a pitch down and in. .293 hitter, 22 hits, 15 driven in. Back pick, back toward first base, not in time. Count goes to 2-0. Tries to work in at the knees, but misses inside. It's 3-0. Catcher Madison Penrod stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. Runner at first. Already 2 across for the Knights. Nice pitch in at the knees for a called strike, 3-1. Engler, a freshman out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee. This is a rope out into the gap, and that was going to find some hop off the wall. She's headed out towards second base, diving in. Ball comes free. She's going to be in there safe with a double as the sliding attempt separates the ball from the fielder, and the Knights rolling here in the first. Engler was thinking 2 out of the box, and she was about to catch Ison as she got to second base. So Madison Penrod steps in, 255 hitter, 13 hits, 7 driven in. She's got a couple out there as the infield creeps in. Now settles back out, just the corners in. First one misses high for a ball. Two and 0. Two on, 1 out. And now we're going to visit inside the circle. As Sarah Allen, the head coach for CIU, makes the trip to the circle to have a word with her right-hander, Izzy Davis. CIU won game 1, 11, 2 and 5 innings. Knights have played at 2 here in the first frame and trying to even things in this twin bill. Game's currently going in action across the majors. Red Sox and the Cardinals in a slugfest up in Fenway in the home opener for the Red Sox. They lead this one 11-6 now over the Redbirds. Cubs lead the Padres 3-1, trying to give the Padres their first loss of the season. They're 7-0. They're in the top of the 9th out in Wrigley with the Padres coming to bat. Mets lead the Blue Jays 2-0 on a 2-run home run from Pete Alonso in the 6th. That game is. Athletics and Rockies even at 1 out in Colorado, top of the 3rd inning. Yankees lead the Pirates 2-0 up in Pittsburgh. Mariners in front of the Giants 1-0 out in San Francisco. So Penrod settles back in. 2-0 pitch misses low and in for ball 3. That was on the outside corner for a called strike, 3-1. Nice pitch there from Izzy Davis. Ison out at 3rd, Engler at 2nd with the double. Comes in at the belt for a called strike, 3-2. Curtis awaits in the on-deck circle. Will go next. A freshman out of Russellville, Kentucky at the plate. Payoff pitch. Down the right side, drifting back at the wall, making the catch is Petty. Tagging and scoring with ease is Ison. And it's 3-0. Both runners will tag up. And to the plate now is Alyssa Curtis. First pitch misses high for a ball. Curtis, 219 hitters, 7 hits, 1 driven in. She ropes this one out into right center field. That one's in there for a base hit. An RBI single for Curtis. And it's 4-0 KCU. So the fourth hit of the inning. And now Samantha Lawyer steps in. Lawyer, a slapper. Pokes this one down the third base line and a foul ball. Pulls this one back. Count evens at 1-1. Gets this one down out in front of the plate. Fielding and playing to the bag is Johnson, and that will end the inning. But the Knights played 4 here in the first. They lead it 4-0 as we head to inning number 2 after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Good starts for the Knights as they put 4 across in the first on 4 hits. They lead at 4-0 as we go to the top of the second inning. 5, 6, and 7 due up this inning for the visiting Rams, as it'll be Dry, Johnson, and Brown. So Macy Dry had herself a heck of a ball game. 3 for 3. A triple, a single, a home run, 2 runs driven in. She needed the double for the cycle and got walked in her last at bat. First pitch misses low for a ball. There's the 1-0. In there for a called strike, 1-1. The difference we have in the ball game since we've gotten through this last bit of showers, the wind has changed. It had been blowing from the right side toward the left center gap. Now it's blowing out of the left field corner toward right field. Welcome to Kentucky. 1-1 misses high for a ball, 2-1. We've had everything but snow this week in weather. Now, I'm surprised we didn't see some of that. That's probably coming next week when the temperatures are going to get down below freezing on Tuesday with a high of 40 and a low of 20. By the way, it was 83 degrees yesterday. I think it's the only place in America that you can have all 4 seasons in 1 week. Drystettle's back in, the 2-2 after the foul ball off to the right side. Tries to sneak it in at the lower half of the zone, can't connect. Runs the count to full. Dry graduate student out of Greer, South Carolina, pride of Riverside High School. Payoff pitch. Did she go? Home plate umpire says yes, she did. It's a called strike 3, and there's 1 out in the inning. Now Sarah Allen's going to come down from first base and have a conversation with Mark Brown. And she did not like what she got, and she's going to make the long walk back up the first base line dejected. But either way, there's 1 away in the frame. That brings in Mia Johnson, the third baseman. Johnson, a .222 hitter, 11 hits, 7 runs driven in coming into the ball game. That was low for a ball, 1-0. Nice pitch at the belt for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the third baseman for the Rams. Little flare out toward right center field into the Bermuda Triangle. It falls in, and a 1-out single. So to bring into the plate now, Mackenzie Brown, the designated player. .278 hitter, 10 runs driven in on 10 hits. First pitch at the knees for a called strike. The one thing I will say about that wind that has swifted around, it has grabbed some bite to it. You can feel the chill that is coming in there with it. Starting in the mid-50s today at game time first pitch. This one's rolled over to third. They'll try to go for a double killing. Cannot get it, though. So 5-4 on the putout for the lead runner. And there's 2 down in the inning. So Carmela Court, the shortstop, steps in. Court, a .368 hitter. 1 for 3 with a double in game number 1 today. First pitch misses for a ball. This one's off to the right side for a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And these two teams were scheduled to play over in Grayson at the sports park, but due to the heavy rains we've had in the area the last 3 days, that was unable to be played, so they moved it to Raceland Softball Complex. Again, not an unfamiliar site for this Knights team to play. They played here last year in the NCCAA Regional, in which they won and punched their ticket into the national championship round out in St. Louis. Again, the high school team's down in Florida for spring break, so the field was available for use, and it's worked out very nicely for both of these two teams to get this twin bill in here on this Friday, the 4th of April. Again, the Rams will head on down 23 to U-Pike tomorrow with a doubleheader there, and then KCU with Milligan on Senior Day tomorrow. Still to be determined where that one's going to be played, more than likely here. 2-2 pitch, misses upstairs, and the count runs full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first base. The payoff pitch. And that one's in the gap and finds its way down for a single. Brown will slam on the brakes out at second base, and a 2-out single has runners at first and second base here in the visiting second. Dallas Mayer steps in. .371 hitter. Sends this one out to second base. A diving pick and a flip out to second base. Yeah, that one will get some instant replay look. Take a look at this play. Dandy save there by Watson and the flip to end the inning. We head to the bottom of inning number 2. 4-0 our score. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
We had an inning of bottom. We tried the bottom of inning number 2. We try that again. 4-0 KCU. What a defensive stop there by Watson to get the runner out at second base to end the inning on the 4-6 inning-ending putout out at second. 9 of the top due up this inning for the Knights as Savannah Watson will lead things off. Watson a .222 hitter, 7 hits, 2 driven in. Shows bunt, pulls it back, looks at a pitch inside for a ball. Three hits in the ball game for the visitors of the Rams. And this one's a rope out into left center field, and that one's going to take one hop off the turf as Watson opens things off here with a single to start the second. 5th hit of the ball game for the Knights, who were held to only 2 hits back in that 11-2 loss in game number 1. So it takes us back to the top of the order, and Sarah Leyva. Leyva walked her first time through. And was at the letters for a called strike. The 0-1. That one gets passing to the netting. A wild pitch is going to move the runner out to second base as the count evens at 1-1. Knights with 4 across in the first, looking to add to that here in the second with the leadoff single from Watson, and she moves up to second base now. Let's see if Leyva can do some damage at the plate, move her across, or bring her to the plate. Davis back to work. This one's lifted skyward. Stolzen back, sizing it up out and left, makes the catch. One away here in the second. Mathis climbs in, 1 for 1. Had an infield bunt. And it makes it a first pitch for a called strike. Four 4-0 Knights lead it here in the bottom of inning number 2. Count evens at 1-1. Davis back to work with the right-hander. Brings that one to the plate, misses up and in, and the count goes to 2 balls and 1 strike to the Knights center fielder. Watson out at second base. Single to open the frame, moved up on the wild pitch from Davis. This one's fouled away on the right side. Count evens at 2-2. Smothered at the plate nicely by the catcher, Elko. The count goes full. Three balls, two strikes, one out. Runner aboard out at second. Here's the payoff pitch from Davis as Mathis awaits. She fouls this away and will get another one. Three-two pitch. Upstairs, ball four, and there's two runners aboard. So Alana Ruiz will step in. And we're going to visit inside the circle now from the catcher, Elko. And she'll meet up with her battery mate of Davis. So Ruiz 0 for 1 of the ball game. She grounded out to short. 329 hitter. 2 on, 1 out. She was trying to send that one to the top of US 23 out of straightaway center field. And that one sends it straight back for a foul ball. We are out of glow balls, but here comes about 15 back into play. One of the players from CIU just walked back into the dugout and had about 6 glow balls in her sweatshirt. They did a really good job back in game number 1, making certain those balls stayed dried and rotate in and out quickly. So Davis ready to go back to work. Behind the count is Ruiz, 0-1. That one bounces to the plate. Nice job there by Elko to knock it down and keep it in front. And both runners stay put at first and second. You talk about how crazy the wind is in this area. The flagpole off to the right side of the dugout is sitting still. The flagpole in center field standing straight out. Here's a little flare over toward left field. That one's going to find its way down. Here comes the runner to the plate. We're going to have a play at the plate. Sliding in safely is Watson. Both runners will move up the base. It'll be an RBI single and make it 5-0. So the 6th hit of the ball game on the little pop fly over top the third baseman's head. And I believe we may get a call to the bullpen, as we are going to get a call to the bullpen. A new pitcher coming on for CIU. We'll step out for a break. We'll set it up when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
New pitcher inside the circle is going to be Riley Stewart, her 14th appearance on the season, a 3-2 record with a 3.57 ERA, 33 and a third innings of work, 34 hits. She struck out 28, walked 21, 22 runs allowed, 17 of those have been earned. The two base runners on board belong to Davis. As the runners at second and third, and one out. And this one's bunted up in the air, and the catcher's going to pop out there, and Elko will make the catch in foul territory to retire Hannah Eisen. So a quick out there. As Eisen retired for the first time in the ball game here. And Rebecca Engler steps in. She doubled her last time through. Lifts this one straight back out of play. Two big RBI standing out there at second and third base if she can find a way through here in this one. 5-0. Knights in front here in the bottom of inning number 2. Chases the off-speed, or the changeup, I should say, and fouls that one away. Just gets enough on it to knock it foul. 0-2. Breeze has flipped around now and is now from the right side to the left. Wind blowing out. 0-2 pitch. Foul away. The good thing about the wind blowing out is now it's no longer blowing into the press box. The 0-2. Trying to work away and can't get her to chase. 1-2. Just missed that one as she got on the screwball, but it gets the backstop. Count hangs at a ball and 2 strikes. Stewart, a freshman out of Garner Magnet High School, out of Garner, North Carolina. Trying to close things out here in the second. This one's lifted skyward, deep center field. Dry dropping back into the gap, reaches up, makes the catch, and will end the inning. Knights push across 1, they leave 2. We've played 2. 5-0 Knights. Back after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Head to the top of the third inning, 5-0 KCU here in game number 2. Do up this inning for the visitors. Top of the order, Stolenbach, Elko, and Thompson. I had a graphic set up for all of that, and in the company that does all my graphics for me, they decided to put an update out and broke everything that I worked on for a week to make it work. It looked beautiful, too. That was the worst part of it. Stolenbach 0 for 1 as like the rain has returned yet again. You know, credit to everybody involved in this ball game, players and umpires all around. They have gutted this one out to get through this. Trying to get these 2 games here on this Friday evening. This one's fouled away. Count goes to 1-1. Maybe some of the hardest rain we've seen today. Stolenbach, a senior out of IMO, South Carolina. Works on that left-handed side. Trying to get her to offer, and she won't chase. It's 2-1. Flew out to left her first time up. Henry back to work. This one's chopped back up the middle and into center field for a leadoff single. Stolenbach 1 for 2 today. And into the plate now comes the catcher of Caitlin Elko. Elko 0 for 1, flew out to right her first time through. Did not play in game number 1 today. 5-0 here in the third. Shell's bunt pushes this one right out in front of the plate. Third baseman trying to make the play, can't do it. They'll go to third on the throw, they can't get it. And then moving up on the throw from first to third is going to be Elko, and everybody's going to be safe. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you there. They'll get the error on the play of the field. So put 2 runners on. First error of the ball game up for the Knights, and Caden Thompson climbs in. Thompson one for one, singled through with a sharply hit ball at Ruiz back in the first. Two and 0. Thompson had a 2-run shot back in game number 1 in the first inning. One of 3 home runs her team turned in. And she rockets this one down the right field line and off the wall for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Thompson's going to slide in out at second base, and it's going to be a 2 RBI double. And the Rams are on the board. They trail a 5-2. She loves going to the right side. That was the same direction her home run went. And now brings in Lily Petty. Hops this one out to the shortstop. Corrals it in. A stretch play by Curtis at first. Nice play there. Let's take a look at this on the instant replay. Nice stretch there by Curtis to just beat the play. The runner will move over on the ball. But a heck of a job there by Ruiz to stay with it, and Curtis. A little stretch Armstrong. Now meeting inside the circle with 1 out and a runner at third base. This is basically just trying to make sure you know what you're going to do with the ball if anything is hit to you in the infield. A key run for the Rams standing over at third base. They have pushed 2 across here at a third to get into this 5-run deficit to start the frame. And Macy Dry steps in. Dry 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Her first time through today. Again, missed the cycle by a double back in game number 1. A triple, a home run, and drove in a pair. Infield does come in as a pitch misses up for a ball. Rain's starting to really come down again. Swing and a miss on a dandy pitch down and in. 1-1. Thompson stands over at third base. Johnson in the on-deck circle would go next. One away here in the frame. Knights could use a fly ball in the infield or a strikeout here. Beautiful pitch to the outside corner, but just misses wide, 2-1. We will have that camera angle tomorrow. Unfortunately today, due to the rain, there was no way of keeping that camera operational and dry. 2-1. Misses upstairs for a ball, 3-1. Henry takes a long walk to the back of the circle. Kind of glow ball that's found its way out of the bullpen for the Rams out in the right field corner. So the freshman of Owasso, Michigan, trying to pitch herself out of a jam here in the third. 3-1 to Dry. Tries to spin that one to the outside corner, and it's ball 4. And they're at the corners with one out in the frame. And now Mia Johnson steps in. Johnson 1 for 1. Fly had a single her first time through to right center field. Penrod steps out. Makes a signal for the first and third call to her infielders. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Try feinted over at second base and then first base, excuse me, and then quickly darted backward. Chopper down the third base side, the foul ball evens the count at 1-1. This was a rocket left field. Look up and say goodbye. See ya. A 3-run shot to left center field, and Mia Johnson yells Yahtzee as she smacks the ball out of here, and we're even at 5 here in the third. Turned on that one quick, and all Ingler could do was turn and look. So 5 runs here in the third have evened things up at 5 on the 5th hit of the ball game. And a 3-run shot by Mia Johnson. So now Mackenzie Brown steps in, 0 for 1. That one misses low for a ball. Brown grounded into a fielder's choice her first time through today. The 1-0. Little flare out toward right center field. Coming on was Lawyer trying to make a diving catch. Could not get there. It was just over top of the outstretched glove of Watson. And it finds its way down for the 6th hit of the inning. And a 1-out base runner aboard. And Carmela Court back to the plate. That one misses high for a ball. Court 1 for 1. Single to right center fielder, first time through today. This one's over to right field. Coming on Lawyer. Settles under it, makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. Now Dallas Mayers. Mayers 0 for 1, grounded into a fielder's choice. This was a ball that's in, it looks like trouble, and Lawyer makes it look very easy out at right field. The flyout ends the inning, but the Rams push across 3. We're even at 5 as we go to the bottom of inning number 3 after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 19.
I'll leave it at 5 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. 6, 7, and 8 due up this inning for the Knights. Madison Penrod, the catcher, will step in. Drove in a run, the sacrifice fly, her first time through. Rain had started to drift away as return in between the inning. Two and 0. Following the majors, Red Sox beat the Cardinals today, 13-9, the home opener in Fenway. Mets leading the Blue Jays 5-0. Athletics Rockies even at 2 out in Colorado. Yankees leading the Pirates 4-1 up at Pittsburgh. Giants have opened up a 3-1 lead over the Mariners. And a 4-pitch walk has Penrod aboard for the second time. So Alyssa Curtis steps in, 1 for 1. An RBI single her first time through today. That's a called strike. One on one. Two balls and a strike and a pitch down and in. KCU got 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second. And then the Rams answer with 5 in the third. We're all even at 5 here in the bottom of the third. And it's 3 balls and a strike. The line on Davis, she goes inning and a third. 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Did not strike out a batter, walked 2. Before handing the ball off to Stewart there in that second inning. And a 5-pitch walk has 2 runners aboard, but nobody out here in the home third. And Samantha Lawyer to the plate. Lawyer 0 for 1. Tried to drop down a bunt and was cut down at first base to end the inning. So Johnson comes up the line over at third. Thompson playing in front of the bag over at first. And the left-handed swinging Samantha Lawyer steps in. Pitch misses down and away for a ball. Has the grip of the bat almost all the way up to where the barrel starts to fan out and has her hands almost all the way up there too. Tries to poke this one down the third base line, but it drifts foul and the count goes 1-1. You get a player that is a really good slapper that can place the ball where they want it. Make it a very tough out anytime they come to the plate. Big open stance, starts in the back half of the box, and then it'll get moving as the pitch comes to the plate. Gets this one out in front of the plate. Johnson scoops and throws. A nice play there. But that will move both runners on the sacrifice bunt. And there's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And Savannah Watson to the plate. One for one today with a single. That was right down the pipe, a called strike. Thompson coming in to have a quick word with her pitcher of Stewart. That was why Watson made the quick trip down the line at third. Talk to her skipper. Tried to pull the string on that one, but it stays downstairs. Count goes to 1-1. Penrod at third, Curtis out at second. All knotted at 5. The Knights with 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out here in the home third. Stewart back to work. Pushes this one down the first base line. Gets the perfect roll and comes back through for a base hit. They're going to fling it into the outfield. Both runs are going to score, and the Knights are going to lead at 7-5. What a play, as she's going to pick up the RBI single on the ball. That's why you always say you never give up on a ball. That ball turned the signal on and went hard left from foul territory and picks up the single. And then Curtis is going to come around to score on the error. So advance both runners to the plate. And quickly, Sarah Lave is behind 0-2. Chopper foul. Both teams with 7 hits, but the Knights have turned it into 7 runs. Here's a dribbler up the first base line. Thompson will make the tag. That'll move the runner out to second base, but there's 2 down. You know, I'm surprised that we've not seen more teams that have tried the silliness that we saw from the Pirates and the Cubs a couple of years ago. When the guy hit the ball to first base and turns around and starts running back to home plate, and the guy chases him down the line and ends up, it allows 1 run to score, and the guy that would have been out had he just gone and stepped on the bag ends up at third. So Mathis steps in. That's a pitch at the bell for a called strike. This one's softly lifted, to the shortstop court, who will make the catch and end the inning. But the Knights push across 2 more. They lead at 7-5 after 3. We're back for more after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Go to the top of the fourth inning. 7-5 KCU leading this one. Do up this inning for the visiting Rams. Top of the order. Stolzenbach, Elko, and Thompson. If we see any more rain for the remainder of this ballgame, it's going to be light in nature, if anything, as it looks like it has finally moved out of the area for at least a little bit. More change, possibility a little bit overnight, then more returning tomorrow night into Sunday before that stuff finally gets out of here. Stolzenbach 1 for 2, climbs in, a fly out her first time, single to center her last time through. Both teams with 7 hits in the ball game, but Knights have turned that into 7 runs to only 5 for the Rams. And this one is a no-doubter. Turn and say goodbye. See ya. That one's off of US 23. And a solo shot from Megan Stolzenbach. Cuts the deficit to 1. We take a look at this one again on the instant replay. Nothing but a vapor trail and a one-hopper. Nearly put it in the back seat of the sedan that went through. Somebody might need to call an Uber to go pick that one up. That one's halfway to Lloyd by now. And let's see if we're going to get a call to the bullpen. We are. Change inside the circle for the Knights, 7-6 as we make the change. We'll bring you back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Call to the bullpen for the Knights as the southpaw Holly Hanshoe will take over. Senior out of Salyersville, Kentucky, out of McGoffin County High School. Her 6th appearance without a record to speak of, a 15.27 ERA. She's only worked 3 2/3 innings. 10 hits, struck out 2, allowed 8 runs. All of those were earned. So the line on Henry, 3+, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. Excuse me, let me change that around. I made a change here too late. Now let's make the adjustments on Henry. She goes 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, struck out a batter, walked a batter. There's a ball off the end of the bat out to short. Ruiz fires it across. Curtis hangs on, 1 down.
Now batting, Caden Thompson.
So Caden Thompson climbs in. She's 2 for 2 today. Double and 2 driven in. First pitch misses down and away for a ball. Single the first time through and then had that double in the last AB. 7-6 here in the top of the 4th. The 1-1. I'm almost afraid to say this, but the sky looks like it's trying to clear off a little bit. Not that we would know what anything looks like other than clouds and rain for the last 3 days. Here's a ball that's rolled out to short. Red carpet hop to Ruiz, who fires it across, 2 down. And now comes in Lily Patty. 0 for 2 today. Fly out and a ground out. Anshu trying to slam the door here and keep a 1-run lead. Headed to the home 4th. Sends that one way down and a little outside. Count goes at 1-1. Try would go next if Petty can reach. 2 balls and a strike as that one gets away from the southpaw. Yankees extended their lead 6-1 now over the Pirates. They came in the 4th. Mariners and Giants even at 3 out at Petco Park in San Francisco. 2-1. Chopper toward third. Leba takes it on the hop. A running throw in time and ends the inning. So Handshoe settles things down as we head to the bottom of inning number 4. 7-6, nice in front. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care. 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 7-6 our score. With this inning for the Knights, 3, 4, and 5. Ruiz, Eisen, and Engler. 6 runs, 8 hits, an error, or to be 2 errors for the Rams, 7-7-1 for KCU. The first pitch to Ruiz misses high for a ball. Ruiz 1 for 2 today. That's in there for a called strike. 3-1. Grounded out her first time through, singled through shortstop side in her second at bat. And now time requested at the plate. Whereas a junior out of Bakersville, California. Looks at that one downstairs for a ball. And it's ball 4 and a leadoff runner aboard. So Hannah Eisen steps in, 1 for 2. Rockets this one down the third base line, but a foul ball. Eisen singled her first time up, bunted out to the catcher and a pop fly at the plate in her second AB. 7-6 Knights here in the home fourth. Count evens at 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Eisen played first base back in game 1, working as the DP here in game 2. Snap back, diving back easily as Ruiz. The count moves to 3-1. Three-one offering. Down and in, ball 4, and back-to-back walks. Has 2 runners aboard for the Knights here in the home fourth inning. So Elko out to have a word with her battery mate. Into the plate will be the left fielder of Rebecca Engler. 1 for 2 with a double. He's basically shot it right back up the middle both times. Going right one side, left on the other. That was right down the pipe for a called strike. 2 on, nobody out here in the fourth. Knights trying to add to their 7-6 lead here in game 2. Shows bunt, pulls it back, runner headed toward third, and she's in there. Gets in front of the tag. So both runners advance up on the stolen base, and the Knights with 2 runners in scoring position on the double steal. There's a ball through the hole out in center field. It's going to bring in both runners. Engler's going to do a tap dance out towards second base. And we'll get in there with the 2 RBI single and make it 9-6. So Madison Penrod will step in. She is with a sacrifice fly and a walk. Shows bunt, pulls it back as it goes high for a ball. Gets this one down. It's fielded fairly. Johnson fields and throws to Mayers, and it moves the runner across. So the sacrifice is complete. 5-4 on the putout. And there's one down.
Now batting, Alyssa Curtis.
So now Alyssa Curtis steps in, 1 for 1. Drove in a run on her first at-bat. Chops this one back inside the circle. Nice job there by Stewart, who fields it and fires it to first, holding the runner Engler over at third for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, Samantha Lawyer.
And now Samantha Lawyer is 0 for 1. Johnson halfway up the line over at third. Now Lawyer's going to come to the on-deck circle. Have a quick word with her skipper. It's 9-6 here in the bottom of inning number 4. KCU has dented the scoreboard in all of its all 4 innings of its at-bats. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and the fourth. CIU played at 5 in the third, added 1 more in the fourth, and that's where we currently stand. This one's poked out toward the shortstop, dropping back as Court makes the stop and ends the inning. The Knights add to their lead. They lead it by 3 as we've played 4 here in Raceland. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Go to the top of the 5th inning here in Raceland. 9-6 CIU trailing KCU. Both teams with 8 hits. Rams with 2 errors to KCU's 1. Do up this inning for the visitors. 5, 6, and 7, Dry, Johnson, and Brown.
Now batting, Macy Dry.
So Macy Dry 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She walked her last time through. Chops this one foul over on the third base side. Broke a clipboard, I've just been told. Athletics has taken a 3-2 lead over the Rockies, now top of the 6th inning out in Colorado. Yankees have added one more to their lead. They lead Pittsburgh now 7-1. Mariners and Giants all tied at 3, middle of the 4th out in San Francisco. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here to Macy Dry. Nice pitch, misses wide though, 2-1. This one's chopped foul at the plate. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hanshu back to work, 2-2 pitch, spiked in the turf, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Misses low, ball 4, and a leadoff walk. Issued to Dry.
Now batting, Mia Johnson.
Mia Johnson steps in 2 for 2. Had a 3-run home run her last time up. Hanshu trying to find the zone. She's behind 2-0. Came in relief there in the 4th and got out by limiting the damage to only 1. But now already with 1 runner safely aboard and falling behind 2-0 here to Johnson. Make it 3-0. Throw down to second. Not in time. That was a close play as Dry maybe snuck the hand in there, but so now runner in scoring position, down 3 other Rams. Trying to make some noise here in the 5th. And a 3-0 get it over pitch is in there for 3-1. Ball 4. So 1st and 2nd now. As Johnson reaches safely for her 3rd time today. And Mackenzie Brown steps in. Brown 1 for 2, singled to right her last time through. Big opportunity here with the tying run coming to the plate. Brown struggling to find the strike zone as that one misses low for a ball. Brown, a freshman out of Conway, South Carolina. And Hanshu's behind 2-0. It's a rocket over to short. Nice pick there by Ruiz on a flare. Take a look at this on your instant replay. Climbs the ladder. Fortunate for the Rams, they didn't have an opportunity to be doubled off. So 1 away in the inning. A highlight-worthy play there by Ruiz, and Kamala Court steps in. I was in there for a called strike. Court 1 for 2, singled her first time through. Slow roller out to short. Tries to make the tag. Does not get it. And no, they're going to say that's a double play. So 6 on the tag of Dry, and then she'll go 6-3 for the inning-ending double play. And we are halfway through here at the ballpark. Time to stretch. Knights lead at 9-6. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and a call to the bullpen. As Sarah Doherty's going to check in. Her 10th appearance with a 1-0 record, a 4.08 ERA. 12 innings of work, 19 hits, 6 strikeouts, 5 walks, 13 runs, 7 of those have been earned. So Savannah Watson steps in. Fouls out and away. Count moves to 1-1. Watson 2 for 2 today. Pair of singles. Got her to chase that one as way out in front. First out of the inning.
Now up to bat, Sarah Leba.
So go back to the top of the order and Sarah Leba. She fouls this one away. Leba 0 for 2 today. Walked her first time through, flew out and grounded out. (9-6) here in the bottom half of inning number 5. 2-hopper out to Court at short. Flips it across, 2 down. Kylie Mathis climbs in. He's 1 for 2. Bunt single, a walk, and a flyout. Quickly ahead 2-0. Runs inside 3-0. Doherty, after making quick work of the first 2 batters, threatening to walk Mathis here on 4 straight pitches. Here's a 3-0 offering. At the top of the zone for a called strike 3-1. Doherty out of North Augusta, South Carolina. a sophomore. 3-1 pitch, misses high, ball 4, and a 2-out walk. Has Mathis aboard. So Aaliyah Ruiz, who made a spectacular catch back in the last inning. 1 for 2 with a walk today. Looks at a pitch at the upper half of the zone for a called strike, 0-1. That one misses for a ball. CIU trying to hold KCU scoreless for the first time in this game. They've scored in every frame, 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 more in the third and the fourth each. This is upstairs, runner going, throw down, not in time. As Mathis will swipe second base and put a runner in scoring position with 2 down in the inning. One pitch misses up and away, 3-1. Ison in the on-deck circle to go next. The inning continues. Up and in, ball 4, and there's 2 runners aboard. So Ruiz walks for the second time today. And Hannah Ison will come to the plate. Ison 1 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. That was right down Broadway for a called strike. Lifted weakly backward, foul out of play, 0-2. That's going to be the danger zone whenever we start doing the games from the party deck out there, is that ball that flies comes backward really quickly. Oh, definitely make a play. 0-2 pitch, rocketed into the gap. That one's going to find its way down. 1 run's going to come to the plate to score. Here comes Ruiz around third. She's headed for the plate. Here comes the throw, and they got her at the plate. Take a look at this on the relay. It was cut all the way through. Thompson fires it in at the plate, and they cut down the runner. But they get 1 run out of it. They lead at 10-6 as we head to the top of inning number 6 when we return after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Go to the top of the 6th inning. 10-6. Knights in front. An RBI double from Hannah Ison gives KCU 1 more onto their lead. And we start things off here in the top of inning number 6, the bottom of the order, in Dallas Mayors. Mayors 0 for 2. Grounded into a fielder's choice and lined out to center. Count evens at 1-1. The Knights will come to the plate in the bottom of the sixth with 5, 6, and 7 due up, hoping they don't need the bats anymore. There's a ball through the hole left side, a base hit. Mathis picks up her first hit of the ball game. The 9th hit of the contest. And we go back to the top of the order. And Megan Stolenbach.
Now batting, Megan Stolenbach.
Stolenbach hit a no-doubter out on the US 23 her last time through. Shell's bunt pulls that one back, is trying to see if they can get anything going on the base pass with the ability to move that runner out to second base of Mathis, or Mayers, excuse me. Stolenbach awaits from that left-handed side, lifts this one weakly down the left side, excuse me. Trying to get there and make the catch was Laban. She just ran out of real estate. Heck of an effort. Kind of got caught in between the fence coming at her face and the overhang of the dugout, and just kind of had to throw the hands out there and make a basket effort, and got it in the glove, just couldn't squeeze it in, but a heck of an effort there by Leba. This one gets downstairs and gets past the catcher. As moving up will be Mayers on the wild pitch. Count moves to 2-1. Three balls and one strike on the pitch up and away from Stolenbach. And here's the thing, with the way she's swinging the bat today, throwing around her right now is not a bad thing. She hit one of the longest balls I've seen out of this ballpark in a long time. She sends this one to the opposite side. Engler coming on, makes the catch on a ball diving downward. That's one of those tough plays there on a ball coming off the lefty into the left side. It's got that top spin on it. Engler makes the nice play, and there's one away in the inning. And I believe we're going to get a pinch hitter for Elko, as Cammie Meekins will step in. So Meekins steps in as a .415 hitter, 7 hits, 3 driven in, 2 doubles, 3 walks. A big run standing out there at second base, trailing by 4 here in the 6th inning. She takes a healthy hack of that one and comes up empty. Hanshu ready to go back to work. Bounces that one in at the plate. Nice job there by Penrod to hold Mayers out at second base. Count evens at 1-1. Down and away, 2 balls and a strike. This one's driven into the gap. Coming on, Mathis trying to get there, cannot. She'll pick up an RBI double, and the Rams cut into the lead. It's down to 3. It's now 10-7. So she'll trade places. Tenth hit of the ball game. And now Caden Thompson steps in, who's 2 for 3. So Meeks bounces off the bench and provides a pop. And now the ball on the turf is going to allow Meekins to move up. And this is a player at the plate you got to be uber careful with. 2 for 3, 2 runs driven in with a double today. She fouls that one away at the plate. The count goes to 1-1. I don't know what's going on outside. It's not like somebody trying to run how to drive a clutch. It doesn't know how to do so. Here's a hot chopper out to short. Play's coming to the plate. We're going to have a bang-bang play, and they're going to get her. A double play to end the inning. Check this one out. Ruiz starts it on the play, and then Curtis fires it to Penrod and ends the inning. We've played 5.5. KCU leads at 10-7. Back for more after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since
bottom of the 6th inning, 10-7. KCU leads this one. 8-9 in the top, due up this inning. Or excuse me, 5, 6, and 7. I was looking at my numbers wrong. Looking at number 8, Rebecca Engler, who takes her place at the plate. She has had a heck of an afternoon here today. 2 for 3, a double and 2 runs driven in. Count evens at 1-1. So Engler, Penrod, and Curtis, 3 scheduled to appear here in this inning. Got her way out in front of that one, 1-2. Knights have scored in every inning. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 more in the third and the fourth, 1 in the fifth. Engler high, behind 1-2. It's up now at 2-2. Knights back in action tomorrow in a double header with Milligan on Senior Day. CIU will head down to U-Pike. It's only about 3 weeks of the season left to go here in collegiate softball. That one kicks past her into the backstop, and now it goes to full. CIU trying to play come from behind. A win would get them to an even 500 on the season. A loss is going to even them back up in conference play at 9-9. This one's chopped at the plate and a foul ball. KCU sits at 11-19 on the season, 5-14 in conference play. Doherty back on the rubber. The payoff pitch to Engler. This one's shot through the hole on the left side and a base hit. Engler's 3rd hit of the ball game. And the Knights rolling here in the 6th. 10th hit of the ball game. And we'll get a pinch hitter to the plate as Ashton Blackburn will step in. So the Knights would like to try to put a few insurance runs out there. Already leading by 3. But both of these teams with 10 hits today. So Blackburn steps in, taking her first cuts in game number 2. Chops this one to third. This one could be 2. Mathis does a great job of stretching to get the lead runner, but that's all they're going to get. So we'll get a fielder's choice, 5-4 on the putout. And there's one down in the inning. We're going to pinch runner for Blackburn. As they're going to bring in Smithson. And Alyssa Curtis into the plate. Curtis 1 for 2 today. RBI and a sac bunt. Fouls this one away. One ball, one strike. Two and one. Four, 5, and 6 will come to the plate for the Rams in the visiting 7th. Trailing by at least 3. This one's into the gap, looking for its way down, and will find its way down. Smithson will go first to third, and they're at the corners with one away here in the 6th. As Curtis picks up her second hit of the ball game. And the 11th hit of the contest. And they're going to go with a pinch hitter here in the spot of Lawyer, excuse me. And they're going to bring on Caitlin Justice. Justice a .235 hitter, 4 hits, 1 double. Getting her first swings here this afternoon. Sophomore from Boyd County High School in nearby Ashland.
Now batting, Caitlin Justice.
So runners at the corners with one down here in the 6th. Trying to go with the double steal that did not get anybody fooled. So Curtis takes the bag out at second. Pitch was high for a ball, and now there's 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out. I think if you're in the infield, you got to come up now. Chopper back up the middle. This is trouble. Court will go to first. They will get a run across, so the ground out is a successful one as it brings in a run and makes it 11-7. That was a tough play by Court as she had to go all the way behind the bag as both runners will move up. And now there's 2 down in the inning. So they've got Curtis over at third now, and are we going to get a runner or a hitter? I believe we're going to get a hitter that's going to bat in the place of Savannah Watson. And Hunter Wagner is going to come to the plate. Wagner, a sophomore out of Georgetown, Ohio. Wagner, a 250 hitter, 6 hits, 4 driven in with 4 doubles.
Now batting, Hunter Wagner.
This is when you get the call of trying to be the hero, of jumping off the bench and providing some power to get that run in off of third. Slow moving breaking ball gets off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So the Knights have scored in every inning in this ball game. They lead at 11-7. Two and 0 as Doherty misses wide. We go back to the top of the order, and Leba, who stands at the on-deck circle, would go next. The 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Hunter Wagner. There's nothing better as a pinch hitter to jump off the bench and never have to take the bat off your shoulder. Doherty gets that one in there for a called strike. 3-1. Slaps this one out to the second baseman. Mayers fields and throws, and that'll end the inning. But the Knights get some runs across again. They play across another one. They lead at 11-7 as we head to the 7th after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff into our crust. And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next.
The new cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs the crust like Papa John's.
Top of the 7th inning, 11-7. KCU in front of CIU. All players have re-entered out of the pinch hitting. So Lawyer back in right, Watson back at second, Penrod back behind the plate. So due up this inning, 4, 5, and 6. Lily Petty will lead things off. She's 0 for 3. First pitch from Hanshu misses high for a ball. Petty a fly out and 2 ground outs. Southpaw back to work. Misses up and in, 3-0. Right down Broadway, a called strike 3 as Petty was headed toward first base, and Mark Brown says not so quick. Rocket down the third base side and a foul ball. Got her way out in front of that one. This is where if you've got the drop ball or a good changeup, that's where you could get her out on her front foot. And if she does get anything to it, all she's going to do is drive it into the turf. Hanshu checks the wristband, the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Petty awaits a 3-2. Got her swinging. Penrod drops it. She'll pick it up and fire it down for the strikeout, but there's one out here in the 7th. And she picks up her first strikeout of the ball game, only the second for the Rams here in the contest.
Now batting, Macy Dry.
So Macy Dry steps in, 0 for 1. First pitch misses for a ball. Dry struck out swinging and a pair of walks. Gets that one in there to even things up. 1-1. Just north of 2 hours in this ball game, with the Knights trying to even things up in the Twin Bill here this afternoon. Fell in game 1, 11-2 in 5 innings. Trying to make it 11 for the winners in game 2 and the home team. Trying to close things out here in the 7th. And she trying to keep everybody on the edge of their seats here in the 7th. She's gone to a 3-ball count of both batters that she's faced thus far here in the final inning. 3-1. Ball smacked right back up the box and into center field, and a 1-out single for Dry, her first hit of the contest, her 4th of the day after going 3 for 3 back in game number 1.
Now batting, Mia Johnson.
So Mia Johnson comes in now. Johnson's had herself an afternoon. 2 for 2 with a 3-run home run, as well as a walk her last time through. It's a 4-run lead for the Knights. And Hanshu falling behind gets herself into bad counts where you have to basically serve it up because you got to get something in there to keep from walking another batter. This one's chopped at the plate, 2-1. Nice pitch there. She's done a really good job of keeping this lineup off balance, though. They've scattered 10 hits through the ball game, but most of those coming there in that 3rd inning when they plated 5 runs, and then Hanshu took over. There's a chopper to the third base side, a diving attempt by Leba will sneak its way through. And back-to-back singles have the Rams cooking here in the visiting 7th.
Now batting, Mackenzie Brown.
So Johnson a 3-hit afternoon, and now Mackenzie Brown steps in, who's 1 for 3. Nice pitch up and in for a called strike. That's what you got to do, get on top early. One-on-one. Brown grounded into her fielder's choice first time through, singled her second time, and then lined out the shortstop on a wonderful, just an awesome play by Ruiz. It nearly turned into a double play. 2-1. The Knights are stuck in the bottom, or no, excuse me, in the top of their order if they do need the bats in the home seventh. Three and one. Ball back up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third, so the bases are going to be juiced. With only one out here in this top of the seventh inning. And the tying run comes to the plate of Carmela Court, who's 1 for 3. We're going to get a runner over at first for Brown, as Phillips will come on to run for her. Infield tries to come to the circle, and as they do, pitching coach says, back away, I got it. Now the infield's going to come together. And we're going to pinch hitter for Carmela Court, as they're going to bring on Alexis Barnes. Barnes, a 305 hitter, 18 hits, 5 driven in with 3 doubles. She's got the bases juiced with 1 out. And she represents the tying run at the plate here in an 11-7 ball game at the top of inning number 7. The first pitch is served right up for a called strike, 0-1. Through the hole, left side, base hit. 1 run's going to score. They're going to slam on the brakes at third, and it's 11-8. So being smart, they're going station to station. So Courts will re-enter for Barnes. And Dallas Mayer stepped to the plate. Mayer's 1 for 3. So the tying run is on base. And the go-ahead run at the plate as Mayers falls behind 1-0. You got to think if Hanshu gives up a run or runs here, that's probably going to be it. The 1-0. She has battled. She came in and settled things down after the Rams played at 5 in the third inning to even the things at 5. She's allowed 3 runs since. And she's falling behind now, 3-0. Top of the order stands in the on-deck circle of Stolenbach. 3-0 pitch, ripped to third. Leyba will step on the bag and get the second out. She almost forgot what play she had in front of her as she was getting ready to come up and throw to first. So it will be an RBI ground out. This one's fouled away. Quickly 0-2 with 2 downs here in the 7th in an 11-9 ball game. Tying runs aboard at first. Go-ahead run represented by Stolenbach at the plate. She rockets this one into the gap, right center field. It clashes up against the wall. Here comes one run to score. Here comes the tying run to the plate. Here comes the throw. It's not in time. We're tied at 11. They've got Stolenbach dead to right out at second base, and they will cut her down. But the 2 RBI double will make it all even at 11 as we are headed to the bottom of inning number 7 here in this one. A dandy here coming up. Will we get a walk-off win for the Knights? We'll find out when we return after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Well, we're all even at 11 as we get a call to the bullpen. Inside the circle is going to be Brianna Fatching. Her 5th appearance without a record to speak of, a 6.46 ERA. She's worked 4 1/3, 4 hits, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts, 6 runs. 4 of those have been earned. The Knights will go to work with the top of their order, and Sarah Leba will lead things off. Leba today 0 for 3. She had a home run at her first pitch she saw in game 1. She would love to do that again here. Chops that one foul. 1-1. Knights looking for a walk-off win. Rams trying to play come from behind after trailing by 4 to start the home 7th. Leba's now ahead 2-1. Catcher wore that one off the collarbone area, looks like. Is home plate umpire Mark Brown. Take a gingerly stroll halfway to the circle and just give her a chance to regain her composure. And that one hits her. So the leadoff runner aboard representing the game-winning run. Leba on the season has 6 stolen bases, has only been caught once. So that brings to the plate Kylie Mathis.
Now batting, Kylie Mathis.
Mathis 1 for 2 today with 2 walks. Shell's bunt, pulls it back and looks at a pitch down and in for a ball. Corner's pinched in, middle back. Shell's bunt, fouls this one away at the plate. Trying to get Leba into scoring position with nobody out here in the home seventh. Trying to walk it off. 2-1. Pokes at that one on a pitch. It was well up out of the zone and fouls it away, and now it's 2-2. And that'll put you in a predicament of, if you leave the bunt on, you've got to have the belief that your player's going to get it down. And if you bunt it foul, it's an out. Corners stay up. The 2-2 bounces to the plate. It's a full count. Now the question is, how aggressive do you get here on the bases on the full count? Here's the payoff pitch. Downstairs, ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out now. The only runner that matters at the moment is Leba, and she is the game-winning run. And Ruiz will step in, who's 1 for 2. She owns 2 of the 6 home runs for this Knights team this year. Would love an opportunity here to smash one off. She's going to go with a bunt attempt and fouls it away out in front of the plate. She's trying to move that runner 60 feet. And get the, what would be the potential game-winning run over to third. Shows bunt, pulls this one back, and she's going to get a freebie as that one goes to the backstop on the wild pitch. Both runners advance, and now you're 60 feet away from a walk-off. And I would be shocked if they did not put her on to load the bases to set up the force out. You've got Hannah Eisen in the on-deck circle. Eisen's 2 for 3 with a double and 2 driven in today. Sarah Allen having a quick word inside the circle with her battery mates. So the count sits at 1-1. Can the Knights walk it off here at home and even things up in this 2-game series today? So the winning run 60 feet away. Corners in, middle playing up as well. The 1-1. Chop to the third base side. It's a contact play. Runner comes to the plate. That's it. It doesn't matter what you do to first. Ball game. Leba is going to score as Court was not sure of which way to go. She takes the out at first, thinking maybe she had 2 outs, but the winning run is going to plate. And KCU is going to win this one by a final score of 12-11. Postgame show when we return after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
A walk-off win for the Knights as they get a 12-11 victory here in game number 2 to even up the series in the twin bill today with CIU. Here's how it went down. The Knights put up 4 in the first. They added 1 more in the second. They led 5-1 through 2. CIU played at 5 in the third, but the Knights answered with 2 more in the frame, and they pushed the lead out to 7-5 through 3. 1 more for the Rams in the fourth. KCU countered with 2 in the fourth. Then we go to the 5th inning. The Rams held scoreless. The Rams give up 1 more in the 5th. Each team put a run up in the 6th inning. The Rams with 4 runs in the 7th forces us to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And the Knights get Leba over to third and a ground ball to the shortstop, Court, who maybe lost track of how many outs that she had. Instead of coming to the plate, she goes to first base. And she got the out at first, but that didn't matter because Leba came on a contact play. She was coming in the entire way, and she scores the winning run and a 12-11 victory here in this one. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll look at our final numbers as we wrap things up here on the Postgame Show on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932 for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
"12-11 your final. KCU wins it here. Let's take a look at our final numbers. Stolzenbach goes 3 for 5. She drives in 3. She had a home run in the contest. Johnson goes 3 for 3 with 3 runs driven in. She also launched 1 out of here. Stolzenbach, Meekins, and Thompson each with doubles in the contest. Thompson goes 2 for 4. She drove in 2 as well. Brown 2 for 4 in the ballgame for the Rams. For KCU, Engler goes 3 for 4. She drives in 2. Eisen goes 2 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. Engler and Eisen each with doubles as the lone extra base hits for the Knights. Watson 2 for 3. She drove in a run from the bottom of the order. Pitching looks like this. Davis goes an inning and a third. 6 hits, 5 runs all earned. She does not strike out a batter. She walked 2. Stewart goes 2 2/3 of an innings. 2 hits, 4 runs all earned. does not strike out a batter, walks 4. Doherty goes 2 innings of work, 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, strikes out a batter, walks 2. And then Fatching an inning and goes a third of an inning. 1 run, it was earned. She walked a batter, and she will end up taking the loss in the outcome. Henry, 3+ innings of work, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. She walks a batter, strikes out a batter. She'll take a no decision. Hanshu will get the victory. 4 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Strikes out 1, walks 2. She'll take the victory. Final box score looks like this for CIU. 11 runs on 15 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 runners on base. For KCU, 12 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. They leave 7 runners on base. Took us 2 hours and 27 minutes to decide game number 2 as they split the twin bill as the Knights win this one by a final score of 12-11. Hat tip to my camera operator and producer, Trey Collier, as well as the great folks here at Raceland Worthington High School, both staffs from CIU and KCU. Knights will be back in action tomorrow at the location still will be determined whether it'll be here. They're going to try to take it to Grayson, but they'll play Senior Day for Milligan. We'll have the action right here on Kool TV. Again, your final score, 12-11. Knights win it in Game 2. For Trey Collier, I'm James Collier. Thanks so long, and thanks for tuning in here on Kool TV.
Thank you for watching another KCU Knights softball broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky Christian University softball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.